Okay, so it's about a year ago. I was like, I'm gonna make this crazy fucking sci-fi movie called Equinox, which I've just completed post-production on. So rotoscope animation is like the next trendy thing. I thought to myself, it'd be really easy to learn animation. Why don't I make a whole movie with it? I have zero animating background. I thought this would be a fun little walk in the park and I get to play with crayons. It wasn't. Step one is just to shoot the fucking movie. That's the easiest step. Everything that's you're shooting in camera is what you will be animating later. It's about as hard as making a movie is. You can just do it normally. You want that edit to be as perfect as possible because once you start animating, you can't go back.
I may have gone too far in a few places.
So for each shot that I needed animated, I would nest that into a subsequence, make the sequence 12 FPS. So I send that to After Effects where I put an edge detection filter over the whole clip. You essentially get a coloring book of whatever you just filmed. A lot of people put every single frame of each second onto a single piece of paper. I was printing them all individually, so I get a lot more maneuverability. You can really see every detail of it. That also meant it was a lot more paper and a lot more animating. I hurt myself. I thought I was going insane because you're just redoing the same shot over and over again. It's a nightmare. Your wrist just wants to die by the end of it. It was ungodly, the amount of crayons that were destroyed. For most of this project, I was doing it completely on my own, which in retrospect was a horrible idea. And then eventually my mom was like, hey, do you want some help? So then a few days we'd get together and we'd animate. And then she started asking family friends to come over and other family members of mine. And then by the end, we'd have like a whole assembly line of animators where one person would do a single color. Like I would maybe just do red on this shot and someone else would be doing orange. You're basically just filling in the lines as if you were a coloring book, which is, it is kind of fun. You do feel like a kid again. You get this super collaborative, fun thing. And I think what's also cool about this style of rotoscope animation is that it really doesn't have to be perfect. Like the imperfections of the animation is what makes it so charming. It's so fun to return to being something that is like so handcrafted. I can't thank enough all my incredible family and friends who helped come together to finish animating this film. The final step is literally just scanning it, which just sucks. It is so brutal after you've spent all day animating, having to individually scan each frame. But after that, it's gravy. You can pop that shit into Premiere and it looks f***ing awesome.